Hello guys, hope you're doing good today. It's currently the 5th of October, about 1 p.m. So today it's a quick video. Just quickly wanted to talk about distractions again. I know I talk about this quite a lot, but I think it's a very important subject and came to realize again that distractions can look in many different ways. I've been working hard now these last couple of weeks, but I've been working hard on many different things. And that just ends up with me not moving forward with any of the things. I'm doing a bit here, doing a bit there, doing a bit here. And in the end, it just ends up being like started projects, but I don't finish them. And that's not because I'm doing something wrong, really, and it's not because um, I'm not working. It's just that I myself have not realized what I'm doing wrong. So, and I was thinking to myself this other day, like, damn, I feel like I work so much, but I look at my to do list and it's like the same stuff is still there. I'm like, what the fuck? How can there not be any progress? And I feel so lost with everything. So then I came to think, and I came to realize that it's because I don't finish it. I'm doing a bit here, doing a bit there, and when I'm supposed to do a task, I end up being on YouTube, looking at this other thing, trying to learn something else, or answering emails. So I keep getting distracted by other things, but in my mind, it's still work. You keep lying to yourself, saying it's work. So I've been doing this quite a lot. You know, taking myself away from the main thing that's making me money right now, and just all of a sudden trying to do these other things, which ends up with me making less money, obviously, because I'm not doing what is already working. It's good to experiment with different things, but you need to keep it structured and don't let go of what's already working. So, this video is more for me to kind of manifest into staying on track and keep myself reminded that I need to think about what I'm doing before I do it. So, I've set a new rule to myself. Basically, I have all my tasks. They're all very organized depending on what it is. If it's a personal task, if it's for the websites, if it's something else. Um, During the first half time of the day, like when I'm supposed to work with the websites, I work with the websites, nothing else. I can just remove all the other type of tasks away from this and just focus on the websites. And when I do this, I really need to think once again, what is actually moving us forward? It's the sales. So that means that I need to put all my main focus on sales. So I will know, if I keep reminding myself, I will know what tasks are associated with my income. And I will focus on doing that. And when I choose to start, removing other tasks from the list, it's important for me to keep myself reminded that, okay, I do this task now, nothing else. And when it's finished, I can tick it off. Normally, I will have the task, I will move it, or I will do it a bit, and then I'll do something else. I'll get distracted, and then at the end of the day, I'll have done the same thing with all my tasks, and I still have the same amount of stuff to do. Now, I don't want to sit in front of my computer, but my brain is like, sitting in front of the computer equals productivity. The more you sit here, the better it is. While in reality, I should be thinking the other way around. The less I sit here and the more I make, the better I'm performing. So I really need to keep thinking about myself, what I'm doing, and actually focus on the money making activities. Because in that way I can work less and earn more. I need to take away this part from my brain where, oh, computer equals good job, good work, and just fucking do what's needed. So last week, for example, we did very few sales because I was working all on my own last week and I was focusing on this other stuff. When I could have literally spent maybe 1, 2 fully focused hours and actually generated like 3, 4, 5 meetings and then continue with other stuff. But now instead I was doing other stuff, and I made like one book meeting here. A few days I made 0 books. I was like, what the fuck, man? This is literally the amount of money you're making. This equals these amount of meetings equals this amount of money. So how the fuck can you just, you know what I mean? So keep yourself reminded as well that noise and distraction can look in many different ways. Think about the tasks you have, split them up into personal needs, your current project, and what else. And set aside hours during the day when you're doing those things. So you only have these tasks for this hour where you're only focusing on this stuff. Make sure you focus on the actual thing that brings you forward and not just random stuff like looking at Instagram or whatever it is. So, yeah, by doing this, it will help you by thousands, you know. And once you have broken it down like that, you can also then, like I said, just focus on one task at a time and make sure you complete that task before you move on. Once you start the task, like when you look at it and tell yourself, I'm going to do this now, actually do it. Don't jump away from it. I mean, do it until you're finished with it, because if you started the race, you can't just stop it. I mean, you have to finish it before you go and do something else. So I need to remind myself this as well, like, okay, I just clicked start on this task. Now I need to finish it before I can go away and do something else. And if I come to think about something else, I write it down and keep on with my task. The task in hand isn't that big either. If it's like a big task you have, then it's too big. I mean, then you're doing it wrong. You should split it down into smaller tasks, because a task, of course, some things take time, like building a website, whatever. It might take a few hours, but you need to know that you're making progress within it. And like I said, if you have a task that takes longer than an hour to do, then I think it's too big, and you should split it down into like, okay, I should optimize this website. Next task is add 3 web pages or under pages, whatever. And by doing it like this, you will have it all like hourly, you know, and it will give you what you need to move forward. It will be an easy thing to do, and it won't keep you from jumping around. To summarize, categorize all your tasks into what kind of thing it is: personal, project, business, whatever. Take all the big tasks, split them into the smaller tasks, maximum like 1 hour per task. They shouldn't take too long to finish them. Once you start the task, do it until you're finished with it. Don't jump away from it. If you're thinking about another task while doing this task, write it down and then do that one later. I mean, you already pre-planned your task the day before, so it's important that you finish your daily to-do list today, and then if you get extra stuff that pops up, then it's fine if you do it tomorrow. I mean, today your only task is to do the things that you told yourself yesterday you were going to do today. Did I miss anything there? And yeah, keep in mind when you're doing that one task to not do anything else, like looking at emails and stuff. I mean, this is not a part of the task, and it will stop you from doing the actual task. So stay focused, stay motivated, and we'll all make it.